Hey guys, Strictly Survival here. I just want to do a review for you guys on this awesome little, well not too little actually, medium-sized folding knife. This is the Enlan El-04. Not sure why it has B on it, but maybe that's a part of the company. I'm really not sure, but it's called the Enlan El-04. You can get this on eBay or other websites. This is straight out of China. Okay, let's get the specs out of the way first. This is a 3¼ inch blade made out of HCR 13 MOV. As you can see here, maybe you can't, there's a little marking on there. HCR 13 MOV blade. In my experiences at least, this HCR 13 MOV is actually a little bit harder, or maybe a lot harder, than Spyderco's HCR 13 MOV. I've noticed that this loses an edge faster and is much easier to sharpen. This holds an edge longer and is harder to sharpen. That could just be because of the heat treat, but I'm pretty impressed. I'm actually very impressed. It has a 4mm blade thickness on here, which is quite nice. The handle is 4½ inches, and it has that really awesome green micarta, green and black linen micarta. Nice thick slabs of that too. Full stainless steel liners, not milled out at all. Actually, there's some line grooves in there. I don't really know what that's for. That takes off what, like 0.01 of an ounce. I'm really not sure what that was about. They could have done a little bit more, because it weighs about 4.97 ounces. That's what the specs say. It's noticeably heavier than, other knives where they're milled out. For example, the Spyderco Endura. This is a much lighter knife. You can really feel, oh wow, because as you can see in this knife, they did a pretty good job milling in there. Probably can't see it, but these liners are milled out. I'm sure you know that. Lots of people have the Endura. Good knife. These liners aren't milled out. Honestly, I don't really mind though, just because this is a $16 knife. Good steel. And, you could always do that yourself if you wanted to. This pillar construction has a really funky pivot screw there. You can use, actually, I'll show you. You can use these. This is the Leatherman Squirt PS4. You can use these, get your two little things in there, into the pliers, and just turn it. That works too. This is Loctited right now because I got it to right where I like it. You can also use a fork. I'm sure you can buy other specialty tools for it, but I've actually been using a fork because I took this down and I stone washed the blade. Also stone washed the clip. There's Torx hardware on there, which is pretty nice. They don't strip out. With my experiences, I've taken them off a couple times. I've had this knife for about, I would say, going on 6-7 months, and it's held up really well. Awesome. No side to side, no up and down whatsoever. This is completely solid. I've seen reviews where some of these Chinese knives, there's up and down with the axis lock. By the way, I forgot to mention, that is the axis lock there. As Benchmade makes it. It's pretty good. I don't have it loose right now where it comes out when I give it a shake and I hold it back, but I don't like it really loose because I find it gives you side to side. So I like my knives a little bit more solid. I really don't mind. You can still flick it out very easily. Close it two-handed. The only thing about this axis lock is, you get it's quite stiff to bring it back. I don't want to wear those springs out, so I found out that right here there is an area for you to put your flathead screwdriver. Let me just give you a little example of that. An area for you to put your little flathead screwdriver when you have one of these, you'll see it. You stick it in there like this, and you can turn it left or right. Right obviously tightens it, left loosens it. So you can actually get this to be much smoother, or you can tighten it if you like. It just brings these out or pushes them in. So you can adjust the how hard it is to move these two back. I really wouldn't recommend messing around with the Omega springs, because where are you going to find an Omega spring if you break one? I actually contacted Benchmade. I looked around the internet. I cannot find Omega springs anywhere. Benchmade does not give them out. You have to send your knife in. And since this is not a Benchmade, good luck trying to send this in and get them to replace your Omega springs. So that's the knife. Pocket clip, very nice. I also stonewashed it. I stonewash a lot of my blades, just because I really don't like that bright finish. The one I haven't stonewashed is this one. I don't want to take it apart. You see, I don't like that finish where you see the fingerprints and it's shiny. I like the stonewash. This is a much heavier stonewash. This is a lighter stonewash. Didn't do it very long, but I really like it. Very subtle. In here, in the pivot points, there's a phosphor bronze bushing, and there's a phosphor bronze washer, and there's also a nylon washer. Nylon, and they both go pretty good together. If I had the choice, though, I would probably take out the nylon and put another phosphor bronze in there. That would probably make it a little bit more smooth and faster to deploy. It wouldn't stick so much. Got a very nice lanyard hole on here, actually. Can fit some nice thick cord. This is just some cord I got from a mountain equipment co-op. You know, I like to put them on some of my knives, just for aesthetics, and also just when you're pulling out of the pocket, you can grab here and pull out. Also, when you drop it in the snow, the red it sticks out quite a bit. I actually was in the forest, last weekend, and I dropped it and it went like this into the snow, and all that was sticking up was the top of this, so you can be thankful for that. Yeah, so the clip is actually very nice, stonewashed, nice and stiff. It was actually too stiff as I got it, so I kind of took it up and bent it a little bit. The blade centering is pretty much perfect on this. Everything about this $16 knife is almost flawless. If you consider not milling out of the liners a flaw, then it's not flawless, but it's just something that I didn't incorporate into the design. So in my opinion, this knife is flawless. The thumb studs rock. It even has a space on here where I saw on YouTube where someone put these little plastic or elasticy rubber washers on there, and for more grip, but this is a lot of grip. I actually stonewash them too, and you can take these off. You just gotta twist them opposite ways. You got some jimping up on the top here, which is actually pretty nice. Not gonna lie, it's nice to have. When you stonewash it, though, it does kind of get rid of the effectiveness of this jimping, but you can always take a diamond rod or something and just, you know, sharpen them up. It's flat ground from here down. Actually, let me see. I don't believe that's hollow ground. I believe, yeah, that's flat ground from the spine down. As the edge came, it was pretty sharp. The only thing I didn't like about the edge was the tip. The tip was quite thick up here, it was came down to very thin edge. Here it stayed thick and then very abrupt down to the cutting edge, and I had to throw that on a stone and, you know, grind it down. It's still not as I would like it, but I'm sure if you threw it on some kind of grinder or something, or a stone, you can really get that to the way you want. My sharpening system is the Spyderco Sharp Maker. I have stones, and I also have a spinning sandstone, so that would work. The oil I just oiled it, actually cleaned it and oiled it for this review. I found the WD-40 not very good. I don't like using WD-40 for my tool. Sorry about that, guys. All I was really saying was I don't use WD-40. I don't use silicone in this knife. I use sunflower seed oil. You can use canola oil, oils like that. It just seems to make it much smoother. You know, so you don't even flick of the wrist. Oh, well, you might need a tad flick of the wrist. I'm just going to compare the size if you want to know. Here's the Spyderco Ambitious, also HCR13 MOV, bigger blade, bigger handle, and here is the much loved El-04. So, as you can see there, almost the same exact size. So it's about Endura size, much thicker, much heavier. This is an awesome food processor due to that flat grind. It's not as good as the Endura, or this would be, I guess, the Tenacious then if it was larger. Awesome thumb studs. I think I've said everything about this blade that I can. Good EDC knife if you're looking for something that you can thrash on. You really can thrash on this without worrying about it breaking. Even if it does break, you're paying 16 bucks. This thing was like 35 bucks. This is 16 bucks. So guys, go pick this knife up. It really is worth every penny. You're not going to find quality like this in most places. Just wish they milled out the liners, and I can't really complain about the grind because you're paying 16 bucks, made in China. Alright guys, hope you like this review. Comment, rate, subscribe. Thanks for watching, guys. Talk to you later.